Hey, don't call me Michael Freeman. I'm actually ditching that, by the way.
You know you're live, right?
Hello. Kamal, you look extra Islamic today.
All right, we're here. Here today on the Philosopher Wall. That's normally on JRev Radio, but we are having technical difficulties, so we have fallen back to our backup here on Google+. And today we're joined here with Michael Trapp.
I'm not sure where the trap comes from, but okay, let's dance.
But anyway, the Philosopher Wall is brought to you by Anarchy Ball. Go check out our page. Go get some cool-ass shirts, maybe some cool-ass stickers. And go check out Agris Ball. We're soon going to be having shirts there, too. Keep an eye out. Kamal, you want to advertise anything here?
I want to advertise life. And my new EP that just dropped on 9/11. Kaboom!
If we weren't on a watch list then, we're on a watch list now.
Fucking soundcloud.com/foolishrisk. Foolishrisk.bandcamp.com. Look that shit up.
Alrighty. So I think it's obvious what we need to start this all with. We got our Flava Flav clocks out.
We do?
Nah. Alright. So Mike, you want to kick this off?
Somewhere around here.
I guess I'll plug a thing or two. I do a bunch of dumb Facebook pages that don't matter in the scheme of things at all, so don't follow them. I sometimes do a podcast called The Currency of Anarchy on, just look that up, with some other kids. We have some big guests sometimes. That's how I ran into Mitchell, was through my voluntary virtues. And who the fuck knows what happened there. I have another podcast that I will be bringing back the first week in October called Abolishing Authority, and I'm not sure where I'm going to air it yet. I might not air it anywhere, so I don't have to worry about pissing people off, but we shall see. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys having me on here. I know this is a little bit an alternative way that you guys run your show.
It's our first time doing this in a long time. Honestly,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for me being on VVN with you, we probably wouldn't be doing this.
Sure. And to your first...
Definitely going to have you on more than once. This isn't just going to be a one-time thing.
That's what she said.
That is what she said, but I'm also saying it too. So.
And then I ran for the hills.
So, what's on your guys' minds?
We wanted to talk about the Flavor Flav kid. What Mitch said. We want to talk about the kid who decided that making a bomb would be a good idea to bring to school.
He didn't make a bomb. He made a clock, didn't he, or something like that?
He didn't make a bomb?
No, he didn't make a bomb.
So why did he get arrested then?
Kamal, your ISIS boys are giving you bad intel on this one, I think. I think he made a clock, and this kid brought it to his science. He made a clock at his house out of a box, and he brought it to his science teacher to show it to her, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool, but you probably shouldn't show it to anybody else." And it basically looks like a metal box with some wires and a device with some numbers on it that portrays the time, but that could be taken as a timer, I suppose. And from what I understand, in the back of his next class or another class later in the day, not this engineering or science course, his clock started to beep, and the teacher walked over to it like, "Oh, what's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a clock." and this kid is, I'm sorry, but this kid's name is Ahmed, and the teacher fucking called the police.
Of
Or
course
maybe
the teacher did.
somebody else called the police. I'm not sure, but
some fucking idiot out there. That's
well,
for sure.
I know that most libertarians or anarchists take the position of racial profiling, or this kid's just being accosted because the state in schools or whatever it is, right? And
Well, he really is, though. I mean, without the state, who would arrest a kid just for building a fucking clock?
well, I'm not sure that if you look up what this machine looked like, it really looks like a metal box with wires coming out of it and a timer on it, and it
Yeah,
beeps.
but even then, you go to the school I go to, fucking Full Sail, we're always working with soldering and wiring and shit. Like, that's nothing new at all. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's
This is true.
I know that's
This
a
is true.
college, but either way, it's still an institution of education.
This is true. I graduated 10 years ago, so I might be a little behind. But I
need to
guess
get to know
even when I was in high school, I went to a vocational school for about 6 months, and they had a robotics class. So
So yeah, it's not like this type of stuff is completely absent.
Sorry. I'm just surprised that he got all the way to fucking jail. You know what I mean? Like.
well, I think it's pretty evident that this guy did not have a bomb, and that everybody knew that. Like, they kept the kid in the office with the thing next to him, next to the cops or the teachers or whatever particular authority figure he was with at said time, right? They kept the thing with him in the fucking cop car. If they thought it was a bomb, we all know how that goes, right?
It would have went off or something. If a kid really was plotting something, I don't think he would be showing it off like that.
Nah, he should
Well,
have been weird.
Plot twist, I did see this Facebook thing the other day, like, oh god. And it was like 2 hours after this incident happened, so way too soon, but well, maybe the kid is playing around with this toy clock right now to get Barack Obama to invite him to the White House. So then when he goes to the White House, he's like, "Oh, here, Obama, I made you a clock." And then he leaves the White House and the whole shit blows up, right?
I saw that. I think I saw that, actually.
To troll or not to troll.
Yeah,
Troll or not to troll. That's as trolling as it gets.
I saw that, like, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes after the initial news report from USA Today, so.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, no, I remember my first time hearing about this was during that painful presidential debate the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, we did too.
You should have fucking watched it with us, bro.
Did you guys watch it on air?
Yeah, we do.
We have to watch it on air one of these times.
I'll join you guys for the DNC one. It's in like a month. Not even.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which that reminds me, after this podcast today, we will be setting up the event on Facebook for the next DNC drinking game.
Oh shit.
Or
I didn't
smoke
play the
one.
drinking game. I just I'm smoking and vaping.
Yeah, that's pretty much how our game.
I just listened to it, but from what I gathered, I should be fucking terrified for my life.
Oh yeah, with that drinking game? Yeah.
No, I mean with the Republican GOP primary debate.
Oh yeah, no, that too. Yeah, I believe it's brought to you by Pronto Energy.
Fucking.
Oh, real quick, I wanted to mention before.
Yeah.
Before we get into the two deeper topics, did you guys catch the initial the season premiere of South Park?
No.
Yes, I did.
The Social Justice Warrior episode.
Yes.
I didn't even know that there was a new season.
All right, let's not. Maybe you guys can talk about this on your next show. No spoilers for Kamal.
I will not spoil it
No,
for
fuck
Kamal,
it.
but Mike.
You don't know me well. I want spoilers.
Mike, I will say this though, as someone who goes to college, that could be very spot on. You got a problem, bro? I'm ready to throw down.
What do you talk about with SJWs? I want to know this shit.
They pretty much rip on how PC we've been this past year. And they rip on everything you can think of in the book.
And Bruce Jenner.
And Bruce Jenner.
That's the shit that you were just talking about a little bit ago, Mitch,
Did you
right?
just call him Bruce? Jalen! And here I had thinking that we had all agreed that Bruce Jenner was a stunning woman and that she had the grace of a butterfly flying against the wind.
Yeah, just watch it. Maybe you guys throw together some kind of what's your show called again? I'm sorry.
We're the Philosopher Wall. You're good.
The Philosopher Wall. I'm sorry. Like all you guys do 10 shows. How the fuck am I supposed to keep track?
This is the only show I do, other than Anarchy
Well,
Ball.
I'm sorry. When I knew you, when I first linked up with you, you had a few.
Yeah. Well,
At least the one. I think you changed the name eventually, maybe.
yeah, we did. We changed it to the Philosopher Wall.
You can't.
Oh, okay,
That's what
okay,
happened, basically. And then I got these two guys on.
okay. So the culmination of the Adorkable Anarchist is this. Well, your J-Rev
It's
version of it.
the Facebook page carried on.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
like, why start a whole new Facebook page when I already have a page that has so many hundred people already liked it? So, yeah. Pretty much took the cheap route.
Cheers. I think
You fucking cheated. You're a shit.
obviously this is like the bullshit version of your show, but I think I'll probably try to get you clowns on my show when it comes back too.
Hey, man, it'll be nice to have you back on, and we could.
fucking love you, man. That's legit as fuck.
It's always nice to catch up with people who are on VVN.
Yeah, I don't have anything good to say about Mike Shanklin or VVN though, so I should probably just keep my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was mismanaged. Let's just say that. We'll leave it at that. But
Fair enough.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, but to move on, though, speaking of the presidential debates and whatnot, we have the free and equal debates that are, of course, coming up next year. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there's a transhumanist party of America.
That's scary.
I have a bad feeling about that. Though I do consider myself an anarcho-transhumanist, when we bring the party-esque theme into it, I have some reservations there.
Yeah, this is... the guy who's running, his name, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Zoltan Istvan.
Of course, Zoltan is running the transhumanist party. Of course he is.
Please do elaborate, because I'll probably be interviewing this guy sometime
What's
soon.
his last name, though?
Istvan? Is that pronounced right?
So
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I'm just saying,
Is he Arab? Is he Spanish?
He looks very like transhumanist. There's no other way to say it. Blue eyes.
You have a fucking cyborg guy?
Okay. Does Zoltan not sound like an alien who leads an army of robots? I'm just throwing that out.
Sounds like some Star Trek shit.
Oh my god, it's
That's what I was thinking about. Dude, where's my
Oh
car?
my God.
That's where I was about to go with that.
No, but
The flux capacitor and the time-space continuum, we're fucking screwed. And we're gonna give this dude political power? It's over.
I say we do it. It'll be like giving Cthulhu power.
That might even be the best move. I'm considering about voting for Bernie.
What?
Let's throw
I was just kidding. I was just kidding.
I don't know.
continue that joke.
I've had discussions with people. I say let's try and throw the grenade to whoever holds it, and either Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders. Because if they're holding the grenade and it explodes, they won't blame Liberty.
I'd like to hear more about the Transhumanist Party, because I'm certainly not going to go GOP or fucking demos, or LP, or Green Party, or Constitutioner Party.
Hey, you know what they say about
any that I missed.
Green Party?
You know what they say about the Green Party, right? It's like a watermelon, green on the outside, red on the inside.
I'd say extremely blue on the inside.
Blue, like progressive?
Yeah.
I always consider them socialists.
Well, yeah. Oh, you mean commie red? I thought you meant more like Republican red. Okay, I got
No. I mean commie red. Yeah, that gets kind of confusing sometimes. I always wondered
between all the anarcho colors and the partisan colors and the
What are you talking about?
feminist jeans colors, how the fuck am I supposed to keep track of this?
But the anarchist color is just the rainbow. Oh wait, the gays have that.
Well, yeah, I think most of the anarcho ones suck. So no, but let's not go there yet. Let's not go there.
Yeah. Let's continue with Zoltan here, because certainly an interesting fellow. The guy who hooked me up with the interview, he was telling me how this guy apparently is very anarcho-capitalist minded. So I'm definitely interested to see what his perspective on some things really are. But of course, I watched some of his interviews already, and very transhumanist. Merge humanity with technology and everything.
Right.
I agree with that, but I'm more for the slow burn, right? I'm more for the slow transition into that.
I like someone to make it happen faster.
Fuck no.
You don't want to force it.
With the state in play, that shit can't happen. No way.
Well, with the state, there's going to be force.
With the state in play, like they're going to have robot armies and cyborg armies, and that's just not going to go well for me, I think. So I'd like to see... No, go ahead.
both. Well, that, but damn, you made me sort of like you distracted me. But well, no, basically that, but also like how else are you going to get everyone to conform to this thing under a state? That's where it gets very, very blurry. If
Like
anything, I'd
this.
want to see. Yeah, barrel of a gun, as Chairman Mao said. Who'd have thought Mao would have so much wisdom to him?
Wait, aren't we Maoists now?
Well, the best quotes about freedom come from the worst people, I think.
That very much so is true because they get it. They get what they're putting down.
Yeah, like Jefferson, for example, fucking terrible scumbag. Had some of the best quotes about freedom ever. You know, look at it plays.
Sound like Christopher Hitchens right now, I swear.
I'm not really familiar. I've heard the name.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No, keep going. Irrelevant joke.
Yeah, it just seems like the people who have these I don't know. I say this word wrong. Grandiose. My girlfriend made fun of me for that earlier.
Glandois?
Whatever. I like that. It sounds like Blastoise, so I'm just gonna go with that. When people make these grandiose, fucking, very deep, philosophical, moving, freedom quotes or whatever it is, they're used historically throughout time. We're talking about some of the best
Grandiose.
ones come from like grandiose. There we go. Are coming from Winston Churchill and Joseph Stalin and fucking Ronald Reagan and like some of the worst mass murderers of all time, right? And I think that the reason they're so good is because they use these.
Well, another thing is they have to convince the sheep that they're free and that they are the ones giving them freedom.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Like they need to use this poetry and this beautiful mysticism to mysticize people. I think that magic is probably fake, but the magic of words is a real thing, and manipulation is fucking sorcery, right?
People just need to be free to make their own decisions, and I think that nature really, really keeps humans shackled down, and so we need a government to help fund the resources that we gather from the planet, because these corporations just aren't doing it for us, man. They're taken from us, man. I'm not a hippie, though.
Look what capitalism's done to us, man.
Oh, that was another episode of South Park. You got any viewers, which I doubt we have, and you should go check out, is like the episode in season 13, I think, where Cartman rounds up all the hippies. Go check that one out.
Oh, is that like where he's a like the scientist thing? All the hippies come to town.
He's like
the hippies.
He's like a criminal. What do you call that?
Mad scientist.
No, an identify. No. What am I trying to say?
Criminal investigator.
Kinda. What is the show Criminal Minds about? He's one of them.
Oh, okay. I think
I
Whatever. Totally killed your whole transhumanist thing right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, transhumanism is very blurry. That's the thing. I don't think I've ever actually. I don't think I'm very aware of who is the one who really started the whole transhumanist ideals. Like, where did this originate from, really?
I haven't the slightest idea. I know that I have some metal in my body. So
We all do.
I think I might have a clue. You were earlier, Michael. You were talking about like sort of this desire to like transcend something to like get likes on Facebook. You know what I mean? To like say something really general. You didn't say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got you now. Yep.
And this like desire to like transcend things beyond what they really are, beyond their actual capability, in order to like get the attention that you crave, I think is what drives a lot of innovators to do what they do. But I think at the same time it also makes a lot of people fucking insane, you know.
Well, I think technology is the best and worst thing to ever happen. Like,
Right.
what goes over most people's heads is that like technology happened with. I'm not sure what the first tool was, but I'm quite sure that the first tool was a rock smashing into shit, probably, right?
Right. Yeah.
Probably.
And that's technology. Like, what most people don't misinterpret or it goes over their heads is that is where this started, where tech started, and I believe that technology has replaced human evolution. We stopped evolving our organs and our bones and the length of our fingertips or the size of our skulls because we didn't have to anymore. We started to evolve technology to replace that. Check out Carl Sagan's book, Speculations on the Evolution of Human Intelligence. For more on that, I'm not going to try to paraphrase and fuck his shit up because I'm really going to. But yeah, I think this started forever ago, and I think that humans started to upgrade themselves via technology with the spoon, maybe with toilet paper, or using a seashell to eat bone broth, whatever it might be. And I think transhumanism started thousands of years ago.
It really did. It really did if you wanted to look at it that way. But I'm thinking more in terms of like who coined the term. Where did the idea of like, we as humans can merge with machines and create something greater? I mean, in a way, that's another thing that gets weird when I talk to transhumanists is a lot of them have this idea that they want to conquer immortality.
Right.
Well, I haven't done it yet. I don't think right now
I don't think it ever will.
I hope I want it to. I really kind of want that to happen. There's this. The name loses me right now, and I haven't done my proper research. But I'm actually loosely looking into getting myself cryogenically frozen when I die. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking with you guys.
Sorry,
like,
I laughed, man. No,
laugh it up. Laugh it up. I have $10,000 of life insurance, due to my veteranism. And I'm probably going to sign that over to this company who will legit freeze me when I die with liquid nitrogen, right?
Really?
And yeah, I heard about this. No, I don't want to. No, I heard about this through Free Talk Live. Actually, Mark Edge is signed up for this thing, and
crazy.
I'm considering doing that. I think that science will eventually figure out how to stop cell degeneration, right? I don't see why that's unfathomable. I mean, scientific breakthroughs happen every single fucking day. Just 100 years ago, don't quote my numbers on this, but just 100 years ago, the chance of a woman dying in childbirth was like 35%, and now it's like 2%, right? Breakthroughs happen all the time.
And I think
people are legitimately brought back to life every single day.
And
necrotic tissue in loose cases in very small amounts is capable of being regenerated. I don't think it's very far-fetched. I think it's probably 100, maybe up 1,000 years off, but
that's not the part of it though that I find far-fetched. It's the part of like, how are you going to keep consciousness alive for that long? And even if you do somehow merge a human with machines, I've always wondered like, what if like one of these symbiotic humans decides to jump in a volcano? Do they just cease to exist and do they then die, or does their consciousness just go and download onto another hard drive somewhere? Or it creates a very
is there a cloud? Is there an iCloud for consciousness? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get you.
This is starting to sound more and more like Zeitgeist.
No, the Venus Project will not be coming into any equation that I have anything to do with. Don't worry.
Transhumanists have declined the offer to do anything with the Zeitgeist Project, and we wish them further luck.
Term abortion.
I think that Zeitgeist is about almost dead, and we should stop bringing it up because that shit is so close to being gone. That whole movement, that whole idea, like
I do, but at the same time, the first movie was so good that I can't.
Dude, no, almost the first like 70 minutes. I don't know how long it was, whatever. When he's talking about the Fed. And when he's talking about religion, it was so goddamn on point. But then he gets into the Venus Project. Then he gets into redistribution of wealth and resource-based economies. Like
that wasn't in the first one, though.
Is that two I'm thinking of?
That was two where that happened. The first one was where he was just talking about central banking, 9/11, and religion. The second one is where he kind of starts off talking about that, goes into Confessions of an Economic Hitman, which is good, although I will say... But there's
I think
better
that's a great
ones out
book.
there. That's a great book, but there's better things you could look up on John Perkins than that movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
True.
then he goes full. He done go full retard, and he crosses over into the Venus Project territory. And if I'm not mistaken, I think
Go ahead.
Zeitgeist, I think, actually had a falling out with the Venus Project, if I'm not mistaken. There was something.
I don't know what to say. Maybe I hope so. Maybe I don't care. I don't know.
I don't know. Let them fight it out. Let them kill each other.
I hope they don't kill each. I mean,
Well, yeah,
I hope they just kind of figure out what is real and maybe like start to promote. I don't know, realism.
something
Instead of robots, because robots. I don't know.
Something it doesn't look utopian, of a bunch of people gathering outside of a bank and all the bank money just being thrown in the middle, and the bankers come out and all of a sudden are good. And I don't know if you watched all three of the Zeitgeist films. That's precisely how they end.
I did not watch the third. I guess I did watch the second one.
Moving Forward is just even worse than the other two. I'll admit I could still watch Addendum and get into the parts at the beginning and the John Perkins parts. But Moving Forward is just painful. It's a painful one to sit through.
I'd say the best doc right now for me, I'd say, is like Dirty Wars, probably. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was actually gonna say, back when I was on VVN, I actually interviewed a guy who made an anarchist documentary recently with Justin Judek. Mark Korsky, Engines of Domination. Did you see that one at all, or did you interview him?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, good documentary if you could check it out sometime. I will give you a heads up though. They definitely are more left libertarians than anything. Although I'll say they aren't intolerable ones. They aren't.
If they're going to try to tell me that I can't say certain words, then just get the fuck away from me.
They are not, and that's what's so awesome.
Get the fuck away from me, you cunt, nigger, fembot, fucking, any word you can come up with, I don't care.
No, those
the funny part is, these ANCOMs are actually, or won't have a problem with that, and you know who will? Austin Peterson.
Yep, he will. No, I know.
With the leftists.
I know quite a Catherine Broish who will have a problem with me saying that fucking. I don't know. That,
What cunt?
I'm just trying to think of a good example of something that I've actually said. Okay, that women are more likely to utilize third parties to solve their problems than men are, right? I know quite the left. The leftist who's afraid to talk about the fucking use of force. I certainly do.
All leftists don't want to talk about the use of force. If you ask them about taxation, they'll just be like, "Oh, but they'll do this, this, and this."
No, I mean leftist libertarians. Well, I mean leftist libertarian anarchists, because I don't mean left. I'm not sure if this is a thing, but like leftist objectivists. Like Ayn Randian objectivist libertarianism, is that a thing? I fucking hope not.
Objectivism from a libertarian perspective.
Subjectivist, immoral bastard.
No. I don't mean objectivist as in relativity. I mean Ayn Randian objectivism. It's like this whole limited government faggotry, right?
Metaphysics.
That's the thick versus thin.
That's classical liberalism.
Yes, precisely. Yep.
That's exactly what it is. It's classical liberalism.
Yep. I used to think.
Objectivism?
But even then, classical
liberalism. Come on. It's not objectivism as you're thinking. You're thinking philosophical objectivism.
Ayn Rand's objectivism is classical liberalism?
Yeah,
it definitely. Yes, because her opinion on politics was free market capitalism. Laissez-faire
markets with a progressive culture. Yeah.
I think you said it backwards. I think you said it backwards. I think what you meant to say was that it had something to do with classical liberalism, not that it was.
I would say they're fundamentally the same.
They are fundamentally. Yeah. There's a reason.
The laissez-faire, but I mean foreign policy and stuff like.
Classical liberals tend to be for a smaller foreign policy, at least. Right. I can give them that.
Yeah, like non-interventionists, but they're still kind of down to bomb basically all the things, just in a
Really?
I don't know, in a limited capacity from what I gather.
And
I'm not too
depends.
familiar with the philosophical theory of
Fucking
laissez-faire classical liberalism, but I know at least from the Facebook page, those guys are some basically Ron Paul-lite limited government constitutioners who want to have laissez-faire markets. I would
Yeah,
say.
pretty much. Yeah, that's.
I'm not really into it. They're probably super into Hayek, right?
Oh, I love Hayek. Hayek is wonderful.
I used to really be into Hayek.
I think his style of writing is actually better than Rothbard's. He's much easier
Well,
to comprehend.
definitely more entertaining. Definitely an
Yeah.
easier read, no question. Like Mises's Human Action was. I have never finished it. I've tried like 4 or 5
It's a
times.
hard one. It's a hard
I can't
one
do
to
it.
wrap your
I
head
can't
around.
fucking do it. And Mises and particularly Rothbard loses me in I'm not so into DRO. I'm not so into private courts, private arbitration. I think
No offense, but I'm not really into paleo libertarians either.
I'm not sure what you mean.
That was later. Basically, Rothbard, when he was younger, he was more anarcho-capitalism, more geared towards somewhat of a libertarian left thing. That's when he was very good friends with Karl Hess. But later on, he had fallings out with them.
Like
and
prior Mises Institute.
Yeah, prior Mises Institute. And then he started getting in with the paleo libertarians, which ended up becoming very big with racists, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'm not a racist.
Yeah, I know.
Rothbard is fun.
Rothbard,
He gets colorful in the end.
yeah, he does. He gets colorful in the end. You know what? The way I look
I
at
mean,
it,
how many years of philosophically fighting the state can you do without losing your fucking mind?
exactly. Every
How many
philosopher
legs
loses
does
their
it take to
mind.
get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
What happened to freaking Socrates, right? How well did this shit end for Socrates?
There's no proof that Socrates even existed, you know?
But either
Fuck
way,
you. I'd say that Aristotle is proof that Socrates existed, but
so second-hand account.
second-hand account, but
a first-hand account with second-hand, written word. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Ma Jesus.
but either way, the
Dude, I hate it
character
when
of
people use that argument
Socrates,
against me. Anyways.
the character of Socrates is so much better than the character of Jesus. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
No. Go back. We actually had a good conversation going. Right
Yeah.
What were we just discussing before this in regards to?
Mises,
Mises
the fall of
Rothbard? The fall of Murray Rothbard, basically.
Right.
There were a lot of things that he was friends with apparently a clan master or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah, Rothbard.
None of that.
Yeah. The way I look at it, it's no one is a perfect human being. If you go back and you read Aristotle's Politics, he's one of the most brutal motherfuckers you'll ever read. Like, if you're an anarchist and you love Aristotle, his politics will ruin him for you. I got on a plane going up to Michigan, and I remember by the time I landed, I was like, man, Aristotle, you broke my heart, man. Well, I guess that's why I always kind of like Plato a little bit more.
So the paleo libertarian.
Yeah, here, I'll pull up an exact definition so we can actually pick this apart a little bit. But if I'm not mistaken, it's more of a, it has to do with voting and everything, too.
Yeah, probably not my speed.
Yeah, no, it's not any of our speed. All right, developed by anarcho-capitalist theorists Murray Rothbard and Lew Rockwell, that combine.
Not a big fan of Lou.
Yeah. It combines cultural conservatism into social thought and behavior with radical libertarian opposition to government and intervention.
I think I'm opposed.
Yeah.
Say the first part one more time, please.
It combines cultural conservatism in social thought.
So slavery's cool then, right?
Yeah, basically conservative.
Like found conservative to me means
legal
conserving.
anarchism, bro.
Conservatism to me is conserving the founding values, right?
Right. Yeah, but you're talking about traditions versus conservative values.
Yep.
Yeah, towards going against the traditions, and in this case, they're advocating a more traditional social approach.
Right.
It's an appeals to 12 different
popularity.
things. Sure.
That appeals. It definitely appeals more to the racists.
Well, because
Like-
the racists nowadays tend to be more conservative, but I mean they're quote unquote.
Well, it is fundamentally a conservative value, not to be racist necessarily, but to own people, I would think.
Traditionally.
If traditional conservatism is conserving the founding values of my country, of America, then slavery should be a part of that, and owning people should be a part of that, which to me
Right.
sounds like racism.
Well, another thing is conservatism actually originates from a monarchist perspective of wanting to conserve the monarchy, as opposed to a liberal democracy back in the times of Europe. This is where the word originates from, and it still somewhat holds that sort of connotation today to an extent.
I would absolutely agree. I mean, so does the other side of the island, right? Like, they're trying to uphold I suppose, rather than the monarchy, the oligarchy. I'm not sure. The other class of violent dictative rulers. I suppose fundamentally, the conservative ones want to keep the monarchy going as is, where the liberal democratic version would want to change the government the status quo, as it were, yet maintain power and violent domination. Yeah, I'll go with that.
You want to know what someone told me once?
No,
I was talking about private property, and they said that public property is just private property that we all share.
that's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous on so many levels.
Okay, fine. That private property is mine for 1 hour on Wednesday. All you guys
Right,
stay the
yeah.
fuck off, right?
Get out of the house, motherfuckers. This is my place.
Yeah, it's my sex time. None of you guys look. I'm putting up curtains on my whole public space.
You weren't using it, so I thought I'd take it.
Oh,
So can
shared
I
me.
choose not to be involved in that property or what?
Public means of production? Okay, give me your fucking cheeseburger, bro. What do you want me to do?
Right now. The cheeseburger.
No. It only applies to the means of production for making things.
Oh, right.
So as soon as we turn off this show, this computer ceases being the means of production.
Right.
Personal versus private.
Personal versus private property. That's the one that I keep on hearing a lot from some of the
Because,
more
dude, private is such a pejorative, man. I mean, like, I don't understand how you don't understand the negative connotations that private implies.
Look, I think private. What was the other word y'all used?
personal.
Yeah, well, that's what they
Personal.
use.
I think that private and personal are exactly the same. Those are exactly the same fuck.
They are the same
They
thing.
sound the same.
I'm like the property thing. I'm not sure that that's a thing exactly, but the private and personal, there is no difference there.
So you think?
Yeah,
Talk
so-
to some of these. Talk to some of these mutualists, because they have a different perspective. They tend to think that, like Mitch was saying, they tend to think that private is like when you're using it not for any sort of like.
I understand.
Production.
Aside from like the labor theory of value, I probably am a mutualist. If we can just remove that major fucking roadblock, right? Mutualism sounds outstanding to me.
Yeah.
Except for that one, right? Except for the fact that you're going to come steal my shit. To put it bluntly.
And then try and tell me the philosophy that I love was the reason why you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? It's fucking
That's I guess we're getting into it.
America.
That's
Or the States.
I wanted to call myself a mutualist because I'm trying to play mid ground with anarchists. I think all this anarchist fighting is retarded.
Yeah, well, you're trying to. That's kind of why I started this show. Well, started a Dorkable Anarchist at first too. The infighting was fucking outrageous.
Well, infighting is a good thing, right? The reason that
there's a difference between
the
debate.
Rothbardian fucking Mises Institute was started was because of fighting at Cato. So that's good, right? That can be good.
I'm not invited.
But when we're talking about ANCAPs versus ANCOMs just butting heads and like forgetting about the state, why am I fucking here anymore, right? So I looked into this stuff, anarchism without adjectives or whatever, and I think the Pyrrhonian theory of whatever.
Not
I think
butchered at all.
They're
Malkin.
I think the Freedom Fry Proudhonian theory of panarchism, or maybe Black Flag anarchism, right, or agorism, is the better approach to take. Because I'm sick. How many fucking hyphens do we need? I hear a new one every day. Why does anarcho-gayism? What is that called? Anarcho-queer. Why does that shit need to be a thing?
Because apparently non-queer anarchists would kill not queer anarchists.
Right? It's anarchism plus. Do you get that?
The queers fight is with the state. In an anarcho post-state society, that wouldn't be a fucking problem. So where's that shit coming from, right?
Exactly. Well, it's people want to try. I think it's just people love to merge ideologies and kind of bring in their own flares and everything.
Right.
And, I've kind of been toying around with the idea of anarcho-liberalism just because of Friedrich Hayek, but I've hesitated from ever actually using the word because I don't want to add another term in there.
Dude. Anarcho-statism, bro.
Anarcho-statism.
Anarcho-tyrantism. I'm starting to think that the only way I'm ever going to be free is if I'm the ruler.
There was a guy on VVN. There was a guy on VVN who was an anarcho-monarchist. I remember. Who is it on VVN? Who is the
anarcho-monarchist?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I want to link up with this guy.
I want to say it was Robert Kruger, but I might be wrong. I might be incorrect.
I wasn't a fan of him. I was on Shanklin's show, I don't know, 2 years ago or something, and Kruger was on there too, and he was so, I don't know, I felt like his horse was like 70 feet in the air, and I was just starting to get into economics at the time. I don't know.
Like he was way above your head?
He was above my head, but he was a dick about it. He wasn't like, oh, it's okay, you're new, you'll learn, right?
I hear you.
Because I was really trying.
I love it when people, I'm going to derail every time I talk. I'm just going to let you guys know. But I love it when people, they try to pull rank on me, like in an obvious form. Like, I've fucking been in the movement. Like, just today.
Oh, yeah,
yesterday.
You were telling me about this.
I got this guy to tell me that he's been in the movement for like 40-something years.
Who?
So that means he's right.
What's his name?
You sent me this. I remember.
Jeff
I'm trying to
fucking Smith, I want to say his name is, right? Jeff something. I don't give a fuck. Okay? He's like, 40-something years I've been in this movement.
Playing the experience card.
But yet he can't pull rank in debate.
Appeals to tradition.
Yeah, no, I've heard that not only from libertarians but from statists too. Like, now you see, I went through this in life, and so thereby I know things more than you do.
Yeah, like all your guys' savior Larkin Rose says that shit all the time.
We're actually just talking about
Larkin. We were talking about that before we got you on to the call altogether. We were saying how we were thinking we need to get like some good anarchist to actually debate Austin Peterson and basically slap him silly. So far, we had Tom Woods do it, but he's technically not an anarchist. He's more of a minarchist, and he did do a good job. Cantwell, I don't know if that was a debate more than just both of them shouting at each other. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It was good. Like, we all need to shout at Austin Peterson, but that wasn't the win that we also. We need both of those.
We need the intellectual man to slap him silly, and we had Larkin Rose do it, but that wasn't really the one we needed. It didn't work. Who could be our ANCAP savior to slap Austin Peterson silly?
I'm not sure I'm an ANCAP exactly, but
some anarchist. We need some good anarchist.
I can't do it because somebody told me that I wasn't an anarchist today.
Yeah.
I'm not an anarchist, guys.
I'm a nihilist. Like, there's a difference.
I'm an nihilist.
I think Woods really beat his ass. And
Woods
Tom's
did beat
a
him. That was-
brilliant fucking guy.
Oh, he is. I met him too. Great guy. Like
I have not yet. I hope to.
I asked him about agorism though. He has him and Jeff Diaz both great guys, but I think they
Who?
both kind of are Jeff Diaz from the Mises Institute. I think he's the head chair. If I'm not.
He's the current chair. He's the current
chair. Yeah. I asked them.
Yeah,
both about
I'm not
agorism.
impressed.
Yeah, well, maybe Diaz could put him to town.
Dice.
I wasn't. I'm not impressed by Jeff Tucker very much either. And I know I'm not
Jeffrey
sure he
Tucker?
was chair. I'm not sure he was chair. He was
Jeffrey
vice.
Tucker?
He was vice
What has Jeffrey Tucker done though?
at Mises.
What has he done for anything really?
He
Like,
wears bow
besides-
ties.
I mean, I've
He
seen
made-
him. He does.
made Liberty
pork,
Me,
He does
I know
pork.
that.
He does Pork Fest. He made a failing WordPress.
Yeah, you mean Liberty Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does some speaking. I think he was vice for the Mises Institute for like 8 years or something like that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure otherwise. I think he's too fluffy for me. Like hugs will end the government. Like you're fucking crazy.
Will end the government.
You're fucking crazy.
Dude, you don't just think he's a troll?
Jeffrey
No.
I
Tucker.
mean, like, I honestly think he believes.
No,
like,
I've legit met him. I've touched his body and had alcohol together with him. He's not a troll. He's not a troll.
I mean,
He's a 9 foot tall, super gay, super positive.
he really is like that, just like abstract.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Catholic. Certainly
He's-
Catholic.
He's a fucking cartoon character.
You know, speaking of troll or serious,
That's kind of prevalent. That's kind of prevalent.
speaking of,
He
are
is.
they? Speaking of though, are they a troll or are they serious? Jason Unruh, the Maoist rebel. Me and Kamal, we have talked about this. Is he a troll or is he serious?
Not a
I'm not-
fucking troll.
I'm not familiar.
He's this Maoist on YouTube, and a bunch of Maoists who I've talked to on other groups have actually talked shit about him, claiming how he ignores self-criticism.
Maoist
That's-
as in like a communist?
Yes, as in Mao, a
Not
communist.
just communism.
Yeah.
This guy
Like
has videos.
Maoist China?
Yeah.
Like a Maoist?
Yeah, yes. This guy has videos defending Stalin and Mao,
Fucking
and going after
sell your
Trotsky.
kids as a last resort to save your fucking
Well,
property
I mean, I might not
or
hate
have them do
communism.
child labor.
I might not hate communism as much as you guys do, but I think that state communism is fucking mass murder.
Oh yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that.
Like Maoist communism is mass murder, but anarcho-communism, like actual anarcho-communism,
That's a whole different thing.
I'm not like that's not going to be my first choice, but I'd probably be down with those guys.
You know,
I'd smoke weed with them in lieu of the state.
I figure the Ancom commune would be a fun place to go on Friday nights to go party.
Right? Like my goal, look, you guys go do Ancapistan here, you guys do Ancomistan here, you guys do Anfemistan here, and I'll try to bomb it. I'm kidding. Well, kind
I
of.
would probably like their hookah bars or something.
Right.
Anfemistan?
Yeah, I'm not going there. I'm probably not going to go to Anfagistan either. But what I will do is like put myself in between ANCAP and Ancomistan and like benefit off both parties and hang out and I don't mean benefit as just make money. Maybe have
Be in the
friends.
middle.
Maybe have relationships. Whatever it is, right?
Be the mutualist in the middle.
I don't think that an economic theory is what we should necessarily base the world on.
That's an
Myself.
economic theory. Your theory is an economic.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
You're saying that my anti-theism is a religion. No, it's fucking not.
I fucking just said that fucking shit. Oh my god, dude.
Oh man.
You're fucking taking my shit. Like, I'm supposed to have...
I'm such a shitlord. I need to stop oppressing you, dude.
You oppressive shitlord. You need to
I
check
know.
your privilege.
What am I gonna
Did you-
fucking do?
Did you guys see that fucking shit about this guy, like, rebutted Cantwell last month on YouTube? You see that
Jeff,
shit?
I did. I saw you posted. Jeff
I don't
for
think
Justice?
Was that
Jeff
the
for Justice?
trans guy?
No, he's not a transgen. He's just a fag.
He's just crazy as fuck.
We had him on the. God, Josh is gonna hate my guts. We had him on the Currency of Anarchy. He's such a leftist fag. He can't make a fucking argument without this makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel like they are sad. Like,
Right.
and the kid talks for 2 hours with 0 points, 0 arguments made.
No, dude, no. He made a lot of arguments. In the video that I posted on Facebook, he said pretty fucking clearly, he said that he thinks that if you own pets, and I'm gonna put myself in his shoes, okay? If you own pets, and you are my friend, and you invite me over to your house, your pets, you owning pets, you now oppress me because I think your house is fucking smelly. And I also think that when I have to be by your pets at all, their hair gets on my clothes and all the inconveniences that
So
come
much
with.
triggering.
So don't come to my house, you fucking scumbag.
Right, right.
Yeah, exactly. Where
It's
the
all this
fuck is that coming from?
microaggression that's just like, dude, get the fuck
I
out.
don't microaggression. I don't passive aggressive. Tell me your
Right.
fucking problem, and if you have a problem in my house, then get the fuck out of it. I don't.
I like passive aggressive. Passive
I
aggressive
hate.
is fun.
No, I don't.
No, I fucking
I'm
hate
very
passive
fucking
aggressive.
direct.
That's
The best way
sarcasm
to
at its best.
the best. Yeah, sarcasm is. I love.
Sarcasm is different than being passive aggressive.
You can
Passive
use it
aggressive
too.
passive aggressiveness creates more problems rather than solving the ones that you could solve and nip in the bud early on, rather than letting it boil and fester and escalate into a big thing.
Yeah, true. It's more like being dismissive.
It's exactly being dismissive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. But to go back to what we were talking about Peterson, though, like, who could really... I'm serious about this. Someone needs to step up and actually debate this guy. Especially now because he's running for the Libertarian Party presidential nomination.
And he just might get it.
And that's what's even more disappointing. And by the way, in case you don't know, I'm here in Florida. I'm in the Libertarian Party Facebook group. He is in there, and he is kissing so much ass right now.
So why don't you debate him, bro?
I would if I'd have the chance, but I'm not on that level, dude. Like, I'm just some idiot who runs Agorist Ball and does a podcast.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you want me to do. I run some dumbass Facebook pages and do some podcasts, and
I'm trying to think of who would be a good name to really take him on. Like, who is the philosophical anarchist that we need?
I think Steph, but lots of people are going to disagree with me on that.
Yeah, I'm
Ste-
definitely going to disagree with you. I'm sorry.
You know, Stefan Molyneux might actually do a really good job.
If we can turn off everything that Steph might say about current events or the presidency or anything like that, and
what
put
has he said
Steph
about the
on-
presidency?
and put Steph on only philosophy mode, only dialectics, only Socratic reasoning, then he will fuck Austin up.
Oh,
But if we let Steph start to talk about things, he's going to be like, fucking, I don't know, Eric Garner
Don't
should have
let him
got
start
shot and
talk about
stay
things.
and run away from single mothers, right?
Yeah.
If we keep him on, like, remember Steph's, like, his web series, an introduction to philosophy? It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. If we can keep, like, you know,
If we could keep him inside the philosophy ring, we'll be good. But
Yeah,
once he starts
yeah.
going out into current events,
We're
Yeah,
dead.
the application of that
But
philosophy.
you said, what does he have to say about the
Shit,
presidency?
son.
I haven't even kept up, so I wouldn't know. Has he had anything to say about the GOP?
yeah, he has a 2.5-hour video that I have yet to watch about the GOP debate.
Ah,
It's 2.5 hours, so I'm not really going to do that, right?
So I just want to interrupt for a second. There's like 3 minutes left in normal, regular.
in the normal time, but we kind of started 10 minutes after, so I'm just running it until the 10 after.
Did you want to stop it then, or did you want to just keep going?
We're gonna keep running it to 10 after, just because basically we're not worrying about running into someone else's show or anything. We're just here on Google Plus, so we should be good. But if you want, though, once we're all done, we could stay inside the Hangout for a little bit more. I got some time to kill.
I actually kind of need to get going.
Yeah,
Soonish.
you can, man. Oh, so you gotta head out here?
I have about 5 left.
All right, so cool. Yeah, we'll have you on for about 5 more minutes. Well, and then once you get off, we'll close everything out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear Stefan Molyneux talk about immigration in Ukraine or immigration in some country? I forget.
Somalia. I'm sorry. Syria.
Syria.
Was it Syria?
It probably is. I mean, that seems to be the hot topic of immigration right now, are the Syrian refugees. Which it's weird that this is now just an issue, even though the civil war has been going on for how long now?
8-ish. And was in the news for 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about what he said?
I didn't watch. I
haven't seen it either, man.
If you have a synopsis.
Statism.
Please elaborate.
That's what I gathered. If I'm free to interpret what people say, that's what I got out of it. Is he was pretty much like, fucking the refugees over there are stealing my jobs.
Stefan Molyneux. I very highly doubt that Stefan Molyneux said that.
And I honestly love your skepticism. I implore you.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, you can't just tell me that.
I know.
Somebody said because my jobs. So
I wouldn't just tell you that if it wasn't.
I want to see a video of this, of him talking about why he thinks immigration's taking jobs from. You see,
it's not immigration as a whole. Not immigration as a whole. Just over there.
I guess I'll have to watch the video before I can really make I'm on the hypothesis.
Okay. Well then take what I said as a hypothetical. What if he said that? What would you say?
You know, I think I just thought of someone else who could do a good job too. You remember when Stormcloud's Gathering debated Stefan Molyneux?
Yep.
Granted, he's not an ANCAP, and I don't even think you can call him an anarchist.
No, he was terrible.
But
Stormcloud's rules, like their videos are awesome, but that's a whole team of people. The one kid on his own, he repeated himself the whole time. I thought, he kept reverting back.
There was another one podcast that I saw him on before the Stefan Molyneux one. I'll see if I can find it, but he actually held himself pretty decently, I thought. It was one where his camera was very inverted. It was like his camera was fucked up, and for some reason it was a negative.
He's like a redistribution of wealth, like resource-based economy kind of dude, and I don't think he's the. If he's the one you want, that's cool, but he's probably not the guy for me.
Don't think he's going to be the one to slap Peterson silly?
I'm sure he could slap Peterson silly, but his end game is like, let me steal money from all the rich people. Probably.
Well, no, because he's even
every fucking body.
But he's said that he doesn't agree with tax. He said taxation should be voluntary. He made that clear in his video about natural law.
There are people.
I have not seen that one. I did see his what is it called? 5 reasons anarcho-capitalism is stupid or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah, that one was bad. And his debate with Steph was bad. And he's made some pretty bad econ videos. I don't quote me right now. But some of his international relations stuff is pretty good. His
Syria videos.
His Syria videos were exactly on point. He has a few Afghanistan videos that are on point, and I've been there. He call me a tinfoily conspiracy theorist, but the things that he says about World War III are, to be honest, less than true, right? Like, he says some extreme things, and he hits every point, but
he never said that.
Yeah, I don't think he did say that, and it probably did happen.
World War III.
Yeah. No, that in my opinion, World War III happened in 1989. Probably 1987, probably earlier than that, right?
Crazy.
And he makes, a lot of videos about World War III that I think are pretty on point, and like everything that he says is right, but it's just like he's missing some points. It's worse than he thinks,
Yeah. Well, I actually talked to a lot of the people who also work on the team who do videos with that. A lot of them are on Pontiac Tribune, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll say, Pontiac Tribune's the website that I still write on, but I did also when I was on VVN. And a lot of them are very left libertarian-minded people.
Yep.
A few of them border on social justice. Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was almost gonna get on Free Thought Project, but that's how they are too. Like
Black Lives Matter.
two left for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm the resident ANCAP there, and I'll continue to spread reason.
Are you there?
What?
I'm sorry. Where are we talking about right now?
No, I'm talking about on the website. I will continue to be the resident anarchist.
And they're all cool with that.
Yeah, no. A lot of them are very anarchist-minded. They just believe in that more autonomous. It's almost downright anarcho-communist at times, like autonomous communities, kind of bound together all by mutual defense and trade agreements.
Do you mean anarcho-communist, or do you mean like they say anarcho-communist but they're communists?
Well, the thing is, I've never actually had one of them use the term anarcho-communist. However, they seem to, whenever I bring up like anarcho-communist sort of arguments or points about autonomy and everything, they seem to be more geared towards that, especially in the idea of having a local autonomous government in a sense. Somewhat of a confederate democracy, I guess you could say.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, well, that's what they have in Kurdistan.
Yeah.
That's the Kurds. Which,
Never been to Kurdistan. I've been to Kazakhstan before.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Very nice.
This Kurdistan, like, that entire region, I don't even know if you can say that those borders even accurately exist.
I'm not sure that you can say that any borders accurately exist.
That's very true.
Plot twist.
We need
that is very true, but I'm talking about in the
two
case for the Middle
fences.
East. Well, in the case for the Middle East, like it was like the Brits came in and just drew a bunch of lines, basically. So,
oh yeah, the
that's mainly what I'm pointing at.
like after the you know, with the fall of the Ottoman Empire, it was fucking heyday with just crayons and maps, right?
Pretty much.
And who wouldn't? I would have too. Here, let me just draw a circle over here by, I don't know, where's the most plentiful resource-based area in this geolocale? Okay.
Where can we install a puppet?
Right. Oh, look at that, Israel. Whoa.
Well, we got that one right. Actually, the funny thing is, Israel was founded on Jewish terrorism.
I'd say that it was founded after the fall of the, you know, during the conglomeration of the League of Nations turning into the United Nations.
It did come to that, but the thing was, in regards to it being founded on terrorism, it was founded on radical groups that wanted to establish a Jewish state in the region.
You're talking about Zionism.
No, well, technically, yes, it is Zionism, and I'm not going to be one of those people saying, like, the Jews did 9/11, man. No, but I'm...
Well, yeah, no, but you're talking about Herzl, though, right?
Yes, if I believe so, if that sounds very familiar.
I'm just talking about the world states at the time instituting it. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking specifically about the uprising of Israel becoming a state and basically swallowing up that area of the region.
Well, yeah.
Theodore Herzl.
But I'm getting uncomfortable with the Zionist position because, like, I don't want to lose my Republican votes, so I need to go.
You fucking shill.
I know.
Alrighty
I
then,
know.
you shill.
Hey guys, I appreciate you having me on. I would like to do this again and return the favor, have y'all on my show when it comes back on.
Dude,
hey, it would be lovely, Mike. And you want to tell anyone who might actually watch this, the name of your show?
Abolishing Authority.
Abolishing Authority, once again. It's nice having you on, Mike. And hopefully next time you're on here, we'll actually be on the air.
Later.
Peace out, brother. All right, and we're now coming on to our 3-minute mark here. You know, come on, we had a good show here today. What do you think we learned?
That solar energy costs more to make than it would to just gather the fossil fuels like we've been doing. And maintain. More to make and maintain. Altogether, way more than, yeah.
Alrighty then. But anyways, on these closing remarks, the Philosopher Wall is brought to you by Agris Ball and Anarchy Ball. Go check out our awesome ass comics. Go buy a shirt. Maybe go get some stickers. Keep an eye on Agris Ball. We're gonna have some sexy ass shirts there soon. Oh man.
Don't forget to get your autism vaccines. 7-Eleven was an inside job. My EP just dropped on 9/11.
I just got a knock at my front door, I'm sure from the NSA. And
yeah, that's how it's done.
I guess we can now close this with what we started it with.